Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Divine, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to make this beautiful Bubu gown. So to make this, we are going to be needing some few materials, some few things. We need fabric. You can use 3 to 3.5 yards of fabric. You need your chalk, your tape, measuring tape, your scissors, and of course you need your sewing machine and also some pins to pin your clothes when necessary. So here I'm using 3.5 yards for this. Now to fold this, here we have our 60 inches for the width, and then for the length here we have our 3.5 yards. 3.5 yards also, it's like 126 inches. So from the 60 inches width, though mine is not up to 16 inches, I don't know, for some reason it's kind of shorter than 16 inches, but I'm going to use it like that. So I'm folding the 3.5 yards into two, like so. That is, I'm folding the 126 inches into two, like this. So now we have like 63 inches. So we have 63 inches on one side and 63 inches on the other side. Now this is our width of 60 inches. After folding the 3.5 inches, from the 60 inches I'm going to fold it over into two also, like so. And now this is what we have to work with. So not to confuse, I'm going to repeat what I said earlier. This is our width of 60 inches, and this is our length of 3.5 inches, of 3.5 yards, sorry, that is also 126 inches. Now I'm folding the 126 inches into two. I'm folding the 126 or 3.5 yards into two, like so, which will give us another length of 63 inches. That's, we have 63 inches on one side and 63 inches on the other side. Now from the width of 60 inches, I'm going to fold it in also, like this, giving us a total of 30 inches. Now that is how to fold it. Now I've gone ahead to pin my clothes properly, and here we have 63 inches for the length, and for here, because my fabric is not up to it's not up to 60 inches for the width, so I have something like 28 inches wide folded, like so. So I've gone ahead to pin my fabric properly so I can measure and cut out now. So I have 1 2 3 4 here, because I'm cutting for both the front and the back piece. Now from the folded part, I'm going to take our neck measurements. I'm taking 4 inches here for the neck, and then for the length I'm taking 2 inches. This is for the back neckline. I'm going to cut for the front later, but that will be after cutting for the back neckline. Now I'm just cutting off the 4:2 inches neckline. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just use my scissors and cut this open. This is the I'm going to join it later, but for now I'm just going to cut it open. So now we have the front and the back. We have two fabrics. I'm just going to unpin my fabric because I pinned it earlier, so to make my fabric stay in place. So I'm just going to unpin it, and I have both my front and my back piece. Now this is for the back, and I'm going to cut the neckline for the front piece. Now I already folded it into two to cut again. So I want my neckline for the front to be 7 inches. So I already cut out 2 inches, so 7 minus 2 is 5. So I'm just going to measure 7 inches. Sorry, I'm just going to measure 5 inches from the 2 inches I already cut out. I'm going to measure 5, and I'm just going to join it. This is like a V neckline, but mine is more curved than a normal V. You can use any style of neckline, any desired style of neckline, but this is the one I chose for my Bubu gown. Now I'm just cutting it off, and this is what we have for the front neckline. It took me some time to decide on this neckline, but I got what I wanted. So here we have the front piece. So I'm just going to go to my sewing machine and put a bias tape on the two neckline for both the front and almost for both the front and the back. Now I've gone ahead to do that. I've sewn in my bias tape. You can see how my neckline is now looking all nice and beautiful. I also did that for the front neckline. You can just use an iron to iron it out to make it straighter and finer. Now I'm just going to join the shoulders for both the front and the back. Now I'm joining both the front and the back, and you're going to make it right side facing the right side. That is the right side of the front facing the right side of the back piece. Now we're just going to hold the shoulders like so. Make sure that the neckline is aligning properly, and you can just use your pin to pin it all through, all the way down, and then with your measuring tape measure half an inch all the way, half an inch, and then you can sew it all the way, and then you can also do the same to the other shoulder part. Now I've gone ahead to sew the shoulder, I've gone ahead to join the shoulders together, and this is how our fabric is looking so far. I went to sew the two shoulders together. Now to join the sides, now this is the side of the fabric, we are going to join it together. Now to do that, I'm going to measure 9 inches. You can make yours 8 inches or any inches you prefer, but I made my 9 inches. That is for my hand, opening. I made my 9 inches, and then for the rest I just measured 1 inch all the way down. I did this because I kind of wanted my my I wanted to shorten the 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 length of the sleeve, the sleeve length. That was why I used 1 inch, so that it will be shortened by 1 inch. You can totally measure how long you want the sleeve to be, and use that. So I went ahead, measured 9 inches from the top part. Well, I have 8 inches in total for the opening, or maybe 8.5. So I've already gone ahead to sew it down all the way with 1 inch, and now I'm just going to fold the opening. I'm going to fold this into two, like so, and so all around, but you can also just fold it once and so all around. Now I'm going to do the exact thing I did to the other side, measure out 9 inches and sew in by 1 inch, and then sew the round sleeve. You know what I mean. So I'm also going to hem the bottom part. I'm just going to fold this over like so, and fold in again. And after doing all that, I have a total of 60 inches for the length. Now this is what our bubble gown turned out to look like. So beautiful and so nice. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye.